Hi, everybody. This is Maria of Qigong with Maria. Thank you for tuning in to my radio broadcast. This is a way for us to stay connected and to discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle inspiration. Speaking of inspiration, let's talk today about the incredibly talented and iconic Ms. Dolly Parton. I have been a longtime fan and have admired Dolly for her beautiful singing voice, her talent as a guitarist, her incredible songwriting abilities, her strong faith, generous spirit, entrepreneurial success, her inspiring rags to riches determination, and her refreshingly honest take on the beauty industry. We've all heard her famously say things like, "I always wanted to look like trash, and it takes a lot of money to look this cheap." One of the self-help books I was reading this year talked about how we could all be more productive if we took a page out of Dolly's playbook, that we should all try to be like Dolly. This reference wasn't about the fact that Dolly is now 77 years old. Can you believe that? And still making incredible music. Did you know she just collaborated with the two surviving members of the Beatles, Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr, on a cover of Let It Be? The song's going to be featured on her soon-to-be-released album, Rockstar. The reason Dolly was used as an example and the standard that we could all use in our lives is because of her productivity. This is because Dolly wrote two of her most popular and successful songs on the very same night. Talk about mountains of creativity and productivity colliding. The two songs are Jolene and I Will Always Love You. I never knew this story about this magical night in Dolly's life, and I wanted to hear all about it. So I started to read up and watch a few videos and interviews with Dolly and found out that she wrote both songs in 1972 on what she humbly describes as a good writing day. I'm sure we would all agree, since both of the songs hit number one on the Billboard Country Music chart. As amazing as all of this is, the part I really love about this story is that Dolly said she wrote both songs in her happy place, the very comfy corner of the couch in her living room, surrounded by her family photos, candles, artwork, and heirlooms, and the other things that comfort her and inspire her. Were you picturing Dolly writing in a recording studio surrounded by equipment? I was. Or perhaps you pictured her sitting at her black lacquer grand piano in the music room in her Nashville, Tennessee home. No, she was actually curled up on the couch, and she said she's pretty sure she was eating an enormous bowl of mashed potatoes or macaroni and cheese, or possibly both. Now, that is the definition of comfort. My takeaway from Dolly's revelations is that productivity and creativity aren't always about putting on a suit and having all the right tools at hand and creating the perfect environment and all those productivity buzzwords like planning and scheduling and monitoring and controlling. Sometimes it's just about comfort. The experts say in order to really be productive, all you need are space, time, and mind. It sure seems like Dolly had all three, and they were everything she needed. How can we lead productive and fulfilling lives? I recently had dinner with a dear friend of mine who said, life is what happens when we are busy scrolling away on our cell phones. Boy, is she right. Have you ever taken a quick peek at Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest, and you find yourself still glued to your phone an hour or more later? How about Netflix? Has it ever sucked you in for longer than you planned because one episode of a series rolls right into the next one and you don't even have to grab for the remote? I am 100% sure that back in 1972, while Dolly was getting cozy on the couch with her writing pad and pen in hand, she wasn't distracted by social media or texts or the latest iPhone game. She was relaxed and comfortable and able to write two of arguably the greatest songs of all time. Do you have a cozy place in your home where you can curl up and shut out the distractions of the world? Is it your favorite chair, a window seat, maybe the rocking chair on your porch, or perhaps, like me, It's the floor of your closet. Whatever and wherever that place is, how can you improve it today to make that space even more comfortable, more inspiring, and relaxing? Life comes at such a fast pace. It seems like we are all in such a hurry. Our fast food can't come fast enough. Our high-speed internet isn't quick enough. We get frustrated when we have to wait longer than 2 days for a package delivery, and we would rather fight it out at the self-checkout aisle than wait behind 2 or 3 people in line ahead of us. I am guilty of all of these things. But when I intentionally put the imaginary "do not disturb" sign on my life, I find that I am reading more, writing more, and significantly less stressed. And then I'm able to sleep through the night. When I am relaxed and comfortable, I feel like I can channel my inner Dolly. We are just coming out of the time of the year that many refer to as the dog days of summer. While the modern use of this phrase doesn't really connect with its origin story, which had to do with the constellations and the position of Sirius in the sky and the strong effect it had on dogs, it has come to mean how sluggish and lazy we get during the hottest time of the year. What if we reframed this, and when Mother Nature sends us a message that it's time to slow down, cool off, and relax, we can accept that invitation graciously and willingly and be more like Dolly. Get cozy, get comfortable, get inspired, and be creative. While we might not be able to write 2 hit songs in one night, I bet there are many wonderful things that can come from a night filled with comfort. I would love to hear in the comments section about your most cozy place, how you will bring out your inner Dolly Parton, and how much better you will feel for having taken the space, time, and mind to do so. Thank you for joining me today. Be like Dolly. As always, I am wishing you well.